Now, so let's learn the weighted average method. Okay? Weighted average method. And we are going to calculate weighted average equivalent units. And we're going to do it both for direct materials and for conversion costs. And so what we're going to do, and you would have no way of knowing this, out plus ending inventory equals equivalent units. So these are all the numbers that we're going to calculate, okay? Out, how many units were transferred out? Melissa McLaughlin? Just look at this T account over here. How many units were transferred out? 7,700, okay? And so that's going to be the same 7,700 for both. Okay? So now we want ending inventory, Ryan. Ending inventory with respect to materials. What do you think? Ending inventory with respect to materials. So take 3,300 times 1,000%, and that gives you what? Or 1,000%, 100%. 3,300 times 100% equals? Ryan McMonagle? Do you need a calculator to multiply 3,300 times 100%? No. Thank you. 3,300 times 100% equal? Oh my heavens. It's times 1. 100% equals the number 1. JJ, thank you for appreciating the humor in that particular calculation. Oof. Yeah, so you don't punch in 100 times. Well, it doesn't really? Yeah, it just didn't that particular calculation. So do you need a calculator to multiply 3,300 times 1? No. Okay. So what's the answer? 3,300. 3,300. And we got it as 3,300 times 100%, okay? That's how we got it. Whew. Okay, now the next one's going to be just a smidgen more difficult, Mr. Michael. How about with respect to conversion cost? How many units are in ending inventory? 256 and 2/3. No. Because times 1/3, not times 2/3. What do you have to do to, in your calculator, what should you be punching in? 3,300 divided by 3. 1,100. And there we have equivalent units for direct materials and conversion costs, okay? So far, so good? Piece of cake, walk in the park, easy as falling off a log, although maybe not quite as easy as falling asleep in Dr. Fessler's class. Are we good? Wahoo! And that's all we got to do there, okay? So let's move on. I think the next one I want to do is Abacoa Acres. Yeah, is Abacoa Acres next? The next problem? Page what? Abacoa Acres. Let's do Abacoa Acres. What page is it on? 146. Is it the next problem? Mm-hmm. Awesome. I used to hate it when professors did this to me when I was a student. Just erase the numbers and leave the stuff there. But you all need to write all this down, right? We need this, and we need this. And actually, I will erase this because I need more room, and so I'm going to end up moving this up. But We need all this, okay? And we need to fill it in. Now, Abaquah acres, it is properly pronounced Abaquah. Just so happens to be the name of my grandparents, formerly my grandparents, and now my aunt and uncle's dairy farm in Oregon. So I spend a lot of time here. Spend a lot of time here. So let's fill in the information, shall we? So hopefully this should be straightforward and go fairly quickly. So let's go down. Let's just kind of go down the row. Work in process January 1st, 5,000 units. Where's that go? Matt Montgomery. Under the units? Top, middle, bottom, left, right. Left, right.
Left side.
And the left side is also known as which side of the TCAN? Debit side. Awesome. Although I was just as guilty as that as you, because I was the one who was saying it first. Scott Musgrave. Why'd you jump? Never mind. Do you have your handy handouts? Yeah. Okay. No, the next number, $20,000. Dollars or units? Why do you say that? That's a good clue. And so here we've got, we're going to go beginning, inventory, and we're going to keep track of these separate. So we're going to keep track of direct materials. Actually, let's do this. Beginning inventory, direct materials, conversion costs. So that's $20,000. We're going to keep track of these separately. $20,000 and $16,000. Okay. What about that 100% and that 40% up there, Ashton? Where do you think that goes? The 100% and the 100% and the 40% that's up there, right under the words "work in process" January 1st.
Under the 100% goes under the direct materials.
Yes.
40% goes under the conversion cost.
Yes, and you don't have to ask. You can tell me. Very good. Anthony, it is so good to have you back in class. Started in production during the year. Where do you think that's going to go? That's 60,000 units. Thank you. Where, you made it back to class, but you forgot your handy handouts? You were Russian? You don't know? Why don't you know? Joe, can you help out poor Anthony?
Where are we at? The 60,000?
Yes. I'm noticing a pattern of him not knowing what I'm talking about.
Left side of the work in progress.
Yes, top, middle, bottom.